Hello everyone. Today we are going to start a very important subject of both mechanical and civil engineering, and that is strength of materials. It is also called as mechanics of materials. I think you have studied strength of materials in your third semester or fourth semester exam, and this subject is very important for various competitive exams like engineering service exams, GATE, and various PSUs. So, let me introduce you to the topics which we will be going for the introduction part. First, we will be seeing the weightage of strength of materials in ESC exam for civil engineering. Next, we will be seeing the weightage of strength of materials in the GATE exam for civil engineering. We will also be seeing the important topics for the civil engineering branch. Next, we will be going for the weightage of strength of materials in ESC exam for mechanical engineering, followed by GATE exam for mechanical engineering. Then we will be going for the important topics for mechanical engineering branch, and finally we will be introducing you to the topic of mechanics and the types of body. Before starting the detailed discussion of strength of materials, let's understand the importance of subject for the ESC and GATE exam point of view for both civil and mechanical engineering. According to previous year question paper analysis of engineering service exam, around 15 to 16 questions have been asked in the pre-examination of ESC of both civil and mechanical engineering paper. We also have done the analysis of the previous year paper of strength of materials of ESC civil engineering as well as mechanical engineering. If we look into the table, we understand that solid mechanics or strength of material consists of 4 to 6 marks of theory, 16 to 18 marks of numericals, and that adds up to 20 to 24 marks on an average. And also, the main topics taken are stress strain, principal stresses, shear stresses, torsion, springs, SFD, and Rankine's formula. So, on an average, 28 questions have been asked in civil engineering, including theory and numerical questions. First, for civil engineering ESC exam. Similarly, according to our analysis of previous year question paper of GATE civil engineering paper, around 8 to 10 mark questions have been asked. Questions asked in GATE examination are mostly based on conceptual knowledge. If we see in the table for solid mechanics or strength of materials, as we know that the GATE exam is always divided in two parts, that is set 1 and set 2. Hence, in the year 2019, for set 1 we had 6 marks, for set 2 we had 6 marks again. In the year 2018, the average marks asked were 6 and 3 for set 1 and set 2 respectively. In the year 2017, from set 1 and set 2 we had 6 to 9 marks respectively. We also prepare a list of some of the important topics of strength of materials that were asked in civil engineering GATE examination in most recent years. Let's have a look at it. So, let's begin with the year 2019. In the year 2019, we had the important topics covering shear stress, strain, Mohs circle, spring stiffness, and closed thin tube. In the year 2018, we had important topics consisting of column buckling, twisting moment, flexural strength, plane stresses, and principal stresses. In the year 2017, the most important topics were columns, torsion, axial stress, strain, and bending theory. Similarly, in the year 2016, the important topics were stress, deflection of beams, principal stresses, volume strain, shear force, and bending moment, which we call as SFD. In the year 2015, we had the topics consisting of bending moment, shear force in statically determinate beams, simple stresses, strain relationships, stresses and strain in two dimensions, simple bending theory, flexural and shear stresses, shear center. Now, if we talk about the weightage of strength of materials for mechanical engineering, let's start with the weightage of strength of materials in the ESC examination of mechanical engineering. In mechanical engineering, around 16 to 20 questions have been asked, including theoretical and numerical questions. We can see that from the table, which also covers the most asked topics in ESC examination of mechanical engineering from the SOM subject. Similarly, according to the analysis of previous year question paper of GATE Mechanical Engineering, around 8 to 12 marks questions have been asked. The questions asked in GATE examination are mostly based on conceptual knowledge of the subject. If we go for the year 2019, strength of materials or solid mechanics had a weightage of 8 to 9 marks in set 1 and set 2 respectively. In the year 2018, the weightage increased from 14 to 10 marks. In the year 2018, the questions increased from 14 and 10 in the set 1 as well as set 2. Again, in the paper 2017, the set 1 consisted of 11 marks, whereas set 2 consisted of 8 marks. So here is the analysis of strength of materials previous year paper, which gave you a nice idea about the number of questions asked in GATE Mechanical Engineering paper. Like civil engineering paper, we also prepare a list of some important topics of strength of materials that were asked in civil engineering GATE examination in most recent years. Let's have a look at it. So, in the year 2019, the topics covered were thermal stresses, shears and strain, twisting moment, deflection, Mohs circle. In 2018, the important topics were Poisson's ratio, shear stresses, stresses in beams, plane stresses, torsion, columns, thin cylinders, true stresses, combined bars for aluminium as well as steel. Similarly, in the year 2017, we had the important topics such as maximum shear stress, thermal stresses, bending moment, thin cylindrical shells, principal stresses and strains in plane stresses, as well as torsion, and finally axial load. As discussed before, in the ESC examination, questions are more focused on theoretical knowledge of the subject, while in the GATE exam, questions are tricky and based on conceptual knowledge of the subject. So, I thought it is sufficient for you to know about the importance of strength of materials for GATE or the ESC examination. Now, let's start our subject strength of materials or mechanics of materials. First of all, let's discuss with what is mechanics. We know that the branch of science in which we deal with the study of forces and its effect acting on a body, whether the body is in rest or motion, is called as mechanics. In the definition of mechanics, I use the word body. Now, what is body? Body is matter, and we all know that there are three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. The matter which is in solid form is called a solid body, and the matter which is in liquid or gaseous form is called fluid altogether. We must deal with the deformable body which is a part of solid body. In the next lecture, we will do a detailed discussion about the solid body and its types. That's all for today, friends. Thank you very much.